Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. And yes, I have my lighting. And yes, I have my fan. How you doing? In YouTubeLand. I love that about me. I love me too. Okay, so first of all, please remember to give this video a like, a share, subscribe to the channel, all that other good stuff that helps make out the channel and helps make the channel out good. Said that the wrong way, but I don't care. So welcome to the official YouTube video of Llewellyn's 2025 Tarot Calendar for September 2025. There is no spread, so this will be a shorter video. We have the Ace of Saucers, more commonly known as the Ace of Cups, from the Enchanted Forest Felines Tarot. You know, every once in a while there is no spread with decks that I already own. I've owned a copy of this tarot deck since this past January 2025. And I'm like, this would be the perfect deck for the spread, if there was a spread, because I own the deck. By the way, the tarot deck is super cute, and don't let the Enchanted Forest Feline, the Forest Felines part, be an issue. All of the felines are not just in the forest. This one is on a lake, a river, a pond, because there are lotus flowers. So, the Ace of Cups is both nourishing and uplifting. Literally uplifting for this kitten, because look at this cuteness. And of course, Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube video, will do a close-up of the image. Isn't that super cute? Like, seriously cute. It tells us something wonderful is about to be born into our lives that will fill our hearts to the brim. Now, incidentally, the Ace of Cups, or in this tarot deck, the Ace of Saucers, is a timing card. It corresponds to the date of the summer solstice, although those of you who live in the southern hemisphere, like Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, it would be the winter solstice for y'all. But from a Western astrology perspective, the Ace of Cups does correspond to the date when the sun enters Cancer, the sign of the home, the family, and the mother, the human mother and the divine mother. By the way, the Enchanted Forest Felines Tarot is written by Jen Sankey, who is also the creatrix of the Stardust Wanderer Tarot. I'll include her website in the link in the description box, and the artist's name is Iva Dukic. So, we have the focus on the lotus flower. We have an article called The Gift of Tarot, and we also have a blurb called Read for Strangers. So let's focus on the lotus flower. The lotus rises out of the mud to bloom in the light of the sun, symbolizing both survival and enlightenment. So the lotus flower symbolizes survival. It also symbolizes enlightenment. It is a common symbol, not just in Hindu iconography, but also in ancient Egyptian art. It is a Buddhist symbol as well. And we too can emerge from a period of darkness to experience a spiritual awakening, or in some people's case, a spiritual reawakening, and a new sense of lightness. And look at the cuteness. As somebody who's a crazy cat man, well, thank you, Durga. Durga's trying to vie for attention by knocking down something that depicts a cat on it. So, one moment, please. And we're back. Drake, am I still in frame? Thank you so much. Drake, of course, is more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos. So, the gift of tarot. A tarot reading can be a wonderful gift for someone, whether they need answers to an immediate problem, or they are celebrating an important milestone like a birthday or graduation. Your words can be a key that opens doorways in their life. but there is a way to gift a reading to someone you will never meet. Some readers like to sneak a tarot card into a place where it will turn up unexpectedly. A few readers even got their start by randomly finding a tarot card. If you have a deck that is missing cards, lost, damaged, or used in spell work, other examples, or a deck that you never connected with, consider selecting a neutral or unmistakably positive card and placing it in one of your favorite books at your local library, at a place where people leave small offerings, like a community shrine or labyrinth. On a coffee shop bulletin board, the possibilities are endless. Trust that the right person will be the one to find it. If you would like to, you can leave a brief affirmation with the card, giving them a taste of its meaning. For example, for the Ace of Cups, you are about to begin an emotionally fulfilling journey. If you have ever done this, let me know that in the comments, because I would be curious about that. And yes, I'm going to do this too, because I actually have an opportunity to do this tomorrow night. Now, I need to find a tarot deck that I'm not going to use, or that has missing cards. I'll see what I can do. And if I don't do it tomorrow night, I will do it before the end of the month. And you can count on me to keep that promise. And you have my permission to say, hey, Mr. Alvarez, hey, Robert, Mr. Tarot Man, did you keep your promise? Did you see what you do what you were going to do? You can do that. I promise. I will not get upset if you do that. In fact, I welcome it wholeheartedly. And then read for strangers. You can, of course, offer readings as a gift for strangers more directly. This is a fantastic way to get practice with the cards while doing a good deed. There are places online to give readings. Many tarot interest groups on social media allow users to offer free readings. If you are up for something adventurous, make a small sign proclaiming free tarot readings and set up at a coffee shop or other location where people go to relax and hang out. Querents might hesitate at first. Random oracles are so rare these days, but once one takes the plunge and asks for a reading, others will quickly follow their lead. I will say that this is something that I have noticed at public venues. There will be this period. It doesn't happen that often for me, especially at a Moon, Serpent, and Bone night market. But there have been occasions when I've been at a public venue and it's like, okay, it's already almost half an hour into the start time and nobody's had a reading with me yet. And then the next thing I know, it's like one person is like, oh, you're doing readings. Are you available now? Of course, the answer is yes if there's nobody at the table, or if I'm not doing a virtual session. And then the next thing I know, people are like, oh, look. And then it's like people are like start to come over, or they'll be like, take a card, or they'll be like, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but are you available after this person? And sometimes the answer will be like, yes. Sometimes the answer will be like, well, actually, there's somebody waiting after this person, but after that person, you can go ahead. And believe me, if they ask about a sign-in sheet, I'm like, no, there's no sign-in sheet. Just hover around in half an hour. There's a story behind that, but I'll save it for another video. So, as always, thank you to Llewellyn Publications for continuing to publish the Llewellyn's Tarot Calendars. It is their one and only and sole tarot-themed annual. This is it. This is the only one that Llewellyn Publications publishes, because they have them for Western astrology, they have them for mythical creatures, they have several for essential oils, floral essences, aromatherapy, herbology. Let's not even get into the spell-a-day almanacs, the witchy calendars, the witchy calendar planners, but this is their one and only tarot-themed annual. And as I often say, a full decade, 10 years went by from the last time that Llewellyn Publications published a tarot-themed annual to the publication, to the beginning of the publication of the Llewellyn's Tarot calendars. So as always, this is a great gift to give to anyone who likes the tarot, loves the tarot, is in lust with the tarot, is in lust with divination, wants to learn more about the tarot, wants to dip their toes into maybe teaching tarot or offering tarot readings professionally, or wants to start learning more about the tarot, or wants to teach the tarot maybe even professionally, or wants to learn some cool new spreads, or wants to buy some new tarot decks. The options and the possibilities are vast and endless. And of course, the more people who talk about these calendars, the more people who buy these calendars, the more people who share them on social media, the greater the chances that Llewellyn will continue to publish these calendars. And since we are now in August, the Llewellyn's 2026 Tarot calendar is now available for purchase. It was published in July. We're now in August. By the time this video goes up, it will be September of 2025. Please keep in mind that all of Llewellyn's annuals, the ones they publish every year, will either be published in July or August. The tarot calendars are usually published in July, but make no mistake, this is available to buy now. And since we are approaching September, now people are starting to carry their 2026 calendars, their 2026 calendar planners. So you should be seeing this in your stores soon, if not already there. And if you do not want to buy it online, you don't have to. Go to your local metaphysical store. The first one that I ever published, purchased, was in a metaphysical store in Manhattan. And the funny thing was, I went to my local Barnes & Noble bookseller store, which is my home away from home, at least it was before COVID-19, which is the Union Square in Union Square East in Lower Manhattan, in Manhattan, New York City. They didn't have it. One of the metaphysical stores, not even a hop, skip, and a jump away from that Barnes & Noble bookseller store had it. It was the last copy. And after that, I just bought it directly from Llewellyn Publications because it was easier. I didn't need to worry about, does this store have it, does that store have it? I was just like, you know what, I'm going to make it really easy for myself. I'm going to order it directly from the publisher. That way, I guarantee that I'm going to get it no matter what. I don't need to go to X, Y, and Z. I don't need to make a bazillion phone calls. It's like, yes, we got it. I can buy it, and that's it. Plus, Llewellyn offers discounted rates from time to time on this calendar. And I will include in the description box for this video if it is currently on a discounted rate. Because sometimes it is on sale, sometimes it's not. Just depends on when you buy it. So, as always, thank you, Llewellyn, for continuing to publish your one and only tarot-themed annual. And of course, thank you to Charles Harrington for taking over from the Barbara Moore to write the insight spreads and tips. And of course, thank you to all of you in YouTubeLand for all the likes, all the comments, all the shares, and all the subscriptions to my YouTube channel. And an extra big and beautiful thank you to those of you who have already scheduled your sessions, as well as those of you who have been inquiring about my psychic services, availability for readings, as well as goddess energy healing treatments and magical spell casting. So, as always, stay in tune with your intuition. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, and look at this cuteness. We gotta get a close-up of the cuteness of Durga. Isn't she so beautiful? Yes, you're so beautiful. I love you. I love you. Let me kiss you. Let me kiss you. Let me kiss you. Am I a crazy cat man? Of course I am.